Hello everyone, and welcome back to the next devlog for Echoes of the Ether Idol. This is the second attempt of me recording this. I've been talking for the past, 15-20 minutes, and I didn't press the record button. GG. Anyways, this one will be a short one anyways. There's not that much to go through. You can see here already the editor that I made. So in a past devlog, I talked about how the game is basically just a Tory app. So it's a web app, it's an app that you install on your computer, right? Like most games, and it's using basically browser technology in the background, so to say. And the way I made this game is that all the game data is basically JSON. And so editing is pretty simple for me now. The editor that I created here is still pretty simple, but it has, I guess, all the features that I need for right now. I could add more features, but honestly, there's no point right now because what it can do now is enough to allow me to work a bit faster on this, right? So let's go through this. So you can see here we are in the resources category in the ores, right? And you can see here all the ores that are in the game, and you can see like the name, the type, rarity, the base value, in what faction they spawn, in what security system they spawn, and we can go on edit here. This will open this menu. And I could just change the values here, right? So let's say we change this from M type to E type and we go to save. Then we will get like this little pop-up. And this will just say, okay, this was before M type and now it's E type. And I click save. Okay, now it's saved. I will undo it now, but you get the idea. And this will then basically edit the files that have to be edited in order for the change to go through, right? So if I were to save it and start the next build of the game, then all these changes are already implemented, which is quite nice, right? This is much better than actually going into the file and doing the changes, right? Now, I made this for minerals. I have like my recipes here, I have the blueprints here, and as you can see there's a button called new. So if I click here, I can just like validation error. Interesting. Okay, I will have to see what this is about. But I can just create new entities, like new items. For example, like a new ship, a blueprint ship. I can see the market prices here, right? I can edit them, buy and sell orders, where they are, and so on and so forth. Here are the ships, right? You can see their cargo, what class they are, the shield, armor and hull values, the capacitor and its recharge rate, and I can again edit it. I can also like duplicate it and just edit it from like duplicated value. I can also create a completely new one, right? Same for modules, ammo, it's basically everywhere the same, right? And this just allows me to edit content, a lot of the placeholder content, much faster. It allows me to, just quickly try out stuff as well. And here for the systems, for example, I have a little filter for like the factions, so I can, for example, close them. And I can also sort by security. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I can create new combat site is here. I can create or edit the combat sites, and I can also edit the NPCs, pretty much like what you would expect from a game engine, right? With the quotes, obviously, but you get the idea. I have the dashboard here, it's source validation or clean. You can see the last modified. Most of the files are quite a bit ago. You can see the system map. This is for now. For now, it's just like the map. Like I can edit it here, but you can see here in the overview, right? There's like a couple bugs still that I will have to fix, but nothing urgent. But later on I want to expand this and probably, I'm not 100% sure yet, but maybe make it 3D. So we have like a 3D star system instead of 2D, but we will see about that. I'm not sure yet. We have a recipe graph, we have a relationship explorer. So if we search for like or iron, you can see it's referenced by 25 items. And yeah, this is also something that I am going to expand on in the future, but not yet. For now, this is like more than I need. And that being said, let's check what I've added into the game. Okay, here we are in the game. This is just a fresh save from the newest build. And pretty much the only thing I've added here is the feedback submission form. So you can now either provide feedback or bug reports directly from the game. You can attach your save file, which please do if you submit a bug. If you submit a bug, you can even add like an image and you can submit the bug report. What happens when you do? I'm running a server on my home lab machine where I'm basically just listening to these, right? So what you are basically doing, so this does require an internet connection, obviously. To play the game itself, you don't need an internet connection, but if you want to submit the bug report or submit like a feedback or idea, then you will need to have an internet connection, because it will send whatever you input into this form to my server, where I have then a tool which neatly displays me whatever you reported, and yeah, that will allow me to work on bugs or your ideas much quicker. And that's actually it for today, or at least for this devlog. The next things I am going to work on will be the first iteration of the skill system and probably some more content, so that you can like play beyond just like the first combat ship, the first mining ship. And it might come as well, I'm not 100% sure, but probably with the first pages of the wiki, because right now if someone downloads the game and starts playing it, like they will have to find out how everything works just by themselves, which I guess is fun for some people, not so much for others. So I will at least have the wiki in here. And yeah, it won't be a full tutorial, that's still coming. That will come with the mission and quest system. And yeah, that's it for now.